Hello and welcome everyone. By the end of this video, you will learn how to install and run a Linux operating system on Windows 11 using VirtualBox. First, we need to download an Ubuntu image file. You can use other Linux distributions or flavors if you want, but in this video I'll use Ubuntu as an example. So go ahead and open your favorite browser and go to the ubuntu.com/download/desktop. Just accept the pop-up. Here you can download Ubuntu desktop image file. There are different versions of the image file, but I recommend you use LTS version 22. LTS stands for long-term service, which guarantees 5 years of free security and maintenance updates, which is nice to have. Just click download and wait for the download to start. As you can see, this is a quite large file, almost 3.5 gigabytes. So depending on your internet speed, it may take some time for you to finish the download. So I'll pause the video here and come back after the file is downloaded. So the download is complete now, and we have our Ubuntu image file, and we are ready to go to the next step. So the next step is downloading VirtualBox. To do that, just open up your browser again and go to this link here, virtualbox.org, downloads. So the VirtualBox is a general purpose virtualizer, which is available for Linux, macOS, and other operating systems. But since we're using Windows, just click on Windows host and the download will start. So when the download is complete, you'll see the file here. So you can go ahead and open the file. Now just follow the prompt. Just click next and leave the option as default. Next. Network interface warning. Proceed with installation. Just click yes. And Python core, missing dependencies. Yeah, nothing to worry about. Just click yes and press install. Now we're installing the VirtualBox to our computer. Might take some time. And just press finish. And there you go. The VirtualBox is installed to our computer and ready. Now the VirtualBox is running, and we can go ahead and create a new virtual machine. To do that, we have to go to the tab, machine tab, and click new. And here we need to fill up the information. The name is the name of the virtual machine that we want to create. If we write Ubuntu, it will automatically recognize the operating system as Linux Ubuntu. You can leave the folder as it is. Just go ahead and select the ISO image, the file that we downloaded for Ubuntu image. Just select the image and open. Now the easiest way to install the OS is using unattended installation here. If you do not want to use, just tick this checkbox, but I recommend using this because it makes it so much easier. And click Next, here you have to fill up the username and password for your operating system. By default, it's pre-filled, but you can change it. The default password is change me. I'm just gonna put username and password. And you have to select the host name. Just remember the host name should not have any spaces, otherwise it won't accept. And just tick this checkbox and you're good to go. So click next. Here we want to allocate some hardware resources to our Linux machine. It means that we will give some part of our memory and CPU to the new virtual machine. It is recommended you stay in the green area. Just gonna put some base memory, and I want to allocate 4 CPUs for our virtual machine, and click next. Here you can allocate some hard disk space. Minimum 25 gigabytes should be allocated. So I'm just gonna allocate some more, let's say almost 100 gigabytes, and click next. It will show you a summary of the virtual machine that we're creating. And after you click finish, there we go. We have our virtual machine ready to run. Now we only need to press start to spin up the Ubuntu image on our virtual machine. It will go ahead and automatically power up the virtual machine with the hardware that we assign to, and it will start the installation automatically and reboot the system automatically. So just let it run, let it install the Ubuntu by itself. Alright, so our Ubuntu operating system is now ready. The user is created for us, and this is the username and password that we used while we were provisioning the virtual machine. I hope you didn't forget your password like me. Let me try again. Yep, so just enter your username, click on your username and enter your password, and there you go. Ubuntu desktop operating system running on a virtual machine. Just go ahead, click next, privacy, next, and softwares. If we want to install them, just click done, and there it is. We are running a Linux operating system on Windows 11 using VirtualBox. Thank you guys. Please comment below how did you go, and if you have any questions, please ask me. I'll try to answer them as soon as possible, and subscribe to the channel if you want to get notified for my next video.